Hello, everybody. My name is Ian Lamont. I am the publisher of In 30 Minutes Guides, including the just published two-volume set Social Security in 30 Minutes by author Emily Pogue. And today I'm going to be talking about something that Emily brought up in Chapter 2 of her book, and that is the government's definition of disability. And this relates not only to, it's not just a bureaucratic thing that they do. This relates to actually qualifying for two specific programs. That's SSI and SSDI. SSDI is Social Security Disability Insurance, which is usually taken out by people who have experienced a disability that prevents them from working, as well as SSI, which is Supplementary Security Income, which is often for people who are destitute and do not have many funds and they're disabled. So this definition is really important to making the determination if they qualify for SSDI or SSI. And right now, I am on the Social Security website, available at ssa.gov, and they have a couple important parts. The first one is a definition of disability. The law defines disability as the inability to engage in any substantial gainful activity, SGA, by reason of any medically determinable physical or mental impairments which can be expected to result in death or which has lasted or can be expected to last for a continuous period of not less than 12 months. SGA, by the way, this term will come up if you are applying for SSI or for SSDI, because if you're making any income, if it is above a certain monetary level, which is also called SGA, substantial gainful activity, they've figured out how much that's worth. You probably will not qualify. And by the way, anything that I say here, you should really check out the Social Security Administration website or talk to someone in a Social Security office to get the full picture, not only of these policies, but also how they apply to you. This is just a general guide that I'm presenting here based on the books that we published. Okay, the SSGA website also has a section for disability in children. Under Title 16, that is SSI, a child under age 18 will be considered disabled if he or she has a medically determinable physical or mental impairment or combination of impairments that causes marked and severe functional limitations and that can be expected to cause death, or that has lasted or can be expected to last for a continuous period of not less than 12 months. So these are for children who have very substantial physical or mental limitations and impairments, or a combination of impairments. And one thing that both of these definitions have in common, as you may have seen, is it says medically determinable. It shows up in the definition of disability for adults, and then it also shows up in the definition for the disability in children, medically determinable. And they explain what that means. A medically determinable physical or mental impairment is an impairment that results from anatomical, physiological, or psychological abnormalities that can be shown by medically acceptable clinical and laboratory diagnostic techniques. The medical evidence must establish that an individual has a physical or mental impairment. A statement about the individual's symptoms is not enough. And actually, in Emily's book, Social Security in 30 Minutes, she uses the example, you just can't show up at a Social Security office with a neck brace and say, hey, I'm disabled or I'm impaired and I need to get this particular benefit. No, it doesn't work that way. It has to be medically determinable, which means that they're going to connect you with doctors or with some sort of medical service that can make the determination that you are indeed disabled. And another thing that's worth noting, the SSA, Social Security Administration, they have a list of specific impairments which automatically qualify for certain benefits, including SSDI. For more information on how to get a general overview of how Social Security works for both retirement benefits and also for disability insurance like SSDI or SSI, go check out in30minutes.com. We have these two new guides. They're pretty easy to understand. They have lots of examples and basically ideas to give you a general overview of how these programs work and how they might affect you. My name is Ian Lamont. I'm the publisher of In 30 Minutes Guides. Thank you so much for watching.